G'day guys, today I want to talk about writing commit messages and writing good ones. We write good code and then sometimes we get a bit lazy when we're committing it. So let's jump in. Here is an example where somebody has written January UG achievement. Now we don't know exactly what was done, we know the area they were working in. Profile pictures. Was he adding a picture? Was he changing some code around pictures? It's hard to know. So the best way that you can improve it is by adding kind of a prefix such as the action point, like fixed a bug with the emoji engine, or added something, or updated something. That is a good way of starting. Now, people also add categories. Have a look at this. Now these categories, chore or fix or feat, I don't like abbreviations, it should be feature, but these prefixes are quite useful. Now you can go the next step, not too dissimilar to when you want to write a text message that's quite nice. You add a smiley face, you're happy. You add a cranky face, you're unhappy, sad. If you're tired, sleepy face. All these emojis really make a message received in a nicer way. Here is a setup. Here is changing a config. Here's some documentation. Here's some new features added. And this guy called Carlos, he's a 24-year-old programmer from Barcelona, has gone ahead and written this great project called Gitmoji. Now, I'm not sure why he left off the E, but Gitmoji, you can see some examples of him using it in action. Here we have some bugs and some refactoring done and some documentation. He's gone ahead and you have this command line. Now this command line is great. You can go ahead and install it. But I would recommend a better way of doing this is going ahead and using this project. Now this project, Gitmoji, is a nice Visual Studio extension. Look at it. It's got almost 7,000 installs. It's got an average rating of 5. It's an awesome project. The guys at SSW love this. And you go ahead, you make your comment, you click this little emoji, you select your emoji, and you're done. So that's all there is to it. So I'd like to go back, and now I've covered my first tip, which is nice comments. Second tip is to add prefixes, and third tip is to add emojis. And there's a whole lot of Gitmojis that Carlos has given us. And the most common ones, I would say, the biggest ones are fixing bugs, doing documentation, and adding new features. But he's got ones here for improving the structure and format of the code, for removing stuff, for critical hot fixes, for DevOps stuff, and UI stuff as well. Now, writing unit tests is covered, security issues is covered. In fact, he keeps on going. He's covered every scenario that you could possibly think about in a commit. And this is endless. It's not endless, but there's getting close to 100 of them. So I think that is fantastic. Let's go ahead and have a look at a real project. This is a real one. And you can see at the bottom here where Gitmojis weren't used. And then you start seeing them. Very quickly, you can start seeing new features added, UI stuff, new features. Look, a new guy added to the project, not used to it. He'll get with the program. And then you'll see bugs fixed, new features, UI, and it goes up. And now we've got a double one here. This looks like a UI feature done, but it's in progress. That's what that little emoji means. And then we have a final one, which is the last change that's been made, is UI. So that gives a really good overview of what's happened in that project. So there's Carlos's project. I hope you really like it. Go ahead and give it a star. It's got 8,000 stars. And that is me. I hope you've really enjoyed this little tip, and I hope from this day forward you commit to making commit messages that only have emojis. Cheers.